Hi, this is Eternally Erica. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. It has been a hot second since I've done a indoor reading, but I have been doing a lot of, crafting and things lately, so I did not get to film outdoors today during daylight, and I will be damned if I'm about to go sit outside and risk my life with Lord knows what animals in the night in those woods. So I am indoors for safety, but I have just set up this little, craft bracelets and keychain thing. So I figured I'd show off my stuff. I've updated my desk here to, have this little spider web thing. I got my little, candle, my sage going. I do always light a candle, do my little protection prayer and everything before each reading. I also always do sage. I just don't film it on every filming. So today I figured I'd give you guys a little bit of a behind the scenes update. Also I just got this little skull from Dollar Tree. You want to have some cute little decorations for Halloween and you don't want to spend a lot, I recommend Dollar Tree. All right, but it's been a minute since I used my Desert Illuminations deck, so I'm going to be using that today. This has like all desert and aliens and Lord knows what in here, so. But also, I am still in the works. I'm still debating on if I want to just have an Etsy or if I'm going to actually just make my own website. I did have an Etsy in the past, but I'm still kind of debating if I feel like going back to Etsy or if I just want to do things completely my own website. So that is what's going on, but I have been heavily making candles and crafting. But let's see what comes out in the cards today. So let's see what comes out. What message is here for the collective? All right, we have the Hermit. So you may be spending a lot of time alone. That is Virgo energy. So that could be, a time frame. We are currently in Virgo season. We did also just have the blood moon of last night. This is 2 of Cups. So we are coming off strong with a, soulmate connection. This is like a balanced, emotional commitment. Also, this card does have a lot of rainbows. Maybe, pride is important for this connection. So put that if that resonates. Also, it does look like these are like country singers. Maybe somebody's interested in country music. Queen of Jugs. So this is like an emotional, mothering, nurturing commitment. Maybe somebody is working on being more nurturing and more motherly or more loving. Wow, 10 of Wands though. So this is 10 of Chilies in this deck. So this is like a lot of heavy burden. So maybe a mothering energy has a lot on their plate right now. And then we also have 10 of Daggers. So that is like a 10 of Swords in this, which is a harsh ending. Also, this is like a Mexican sugar skull. This could indicate also like maybe Day of the Dead is something that you celebrate. That could be a sign or synchronicity for somebody. Knight of Jugs. So somebody is holding back their emotions for you. Okay, this person may be hermiting themselves, pulling away from you to not. Maybe they're scared of commitment, scared of confessing. Okay, 4 of Chilies, which is the marriage and commitment, 1111 card. So this person really does admire you. They really do think heavily of you. This is 7 of Cactus. It did come out sideways, so normally I do take that as a reversal. So it would be like a delay in seeds planted. you know, there is a UFO here. Maybe you've actually spotted some UFOs. Maybe you're somebody who heavily does believe in aliens. Okay, the Hangman reverse. So you've gained a new perspective, or the person you're dealing with has gained a new perspective. In the future, they will be gaining a new perspective after they take time alone. Temperance. So this is like gaining balance. Coming into balance. Also, this is, I'm pretty sure Temperance is Sagittarius. So Sagittarius season could be significant. Queen of Daggers. Okay, someone may view you as very cold. You know, you may have this very cold, maybe you have a very strong cutoff game. Maybe you are somebody who doesn't take any BS, and when somebody, you know, it's not working out, you're just not gonna deal with it anymore. And that could be, you know, how someone views you, or that could be how you view them. You know, this is someone who has strong boundaries. You're not letting anyone come in and interfere with your sense of peace. So if anyone is going to come in chaotic, you know, playing games or whatever, make you feel uneasy or unsettled, you will cut them off. Okay, Six of Jugs. This may be a past life connection. This may be somebody from your past, somebody from your childhood. So if you're not looking for a past, you know, connection, this may not be a reading, because it does look like this is somebody who you've already known in the past. So it could be in this lifetime you've already known them. It could be in a different lifetime you've already known them. But this is someone that you have a past life connection with. Or also, it does look like, you know, this man looks like he's coming back, gifting cactuses and begging for forgiveness. So maybe this person really is going to come in with big apologies towards you. It also does look like this woman is very uninterested, though. So you may be not interested in dealing with this person anymore. But we also have Judgment. So it looks like somebody is under karmic judgment. They may be receiving karma for how they've treated you. Because it does look like she's uninterested. He's going to beg for forgiveness. And cows could be of significance to you as well. You know, maybe you do love cows. Maybe you are someone who owns a farm. Again, UFOs here, aliens, rainbows. Put that if that resonates. But yeah, it does look like someone's going to beg for forgiveness or come in with some big apologies because they know that they've screwed up. Because, you know, they're going to be hitting judgment for how they treated you. Magician, they may be manifesting you back, or you may be manifesting a connection with this person. But this also can be like a hustler or a player energy too, though. Magician is somebody who knows how to manipulate all of the elements, basically. So this is someone who may be actually very manipulative, and he thought he or she, you know, put it where it resonates gender-wise, they thought that they could come in and manipulate the situation the way they normally would, but they met their match. And, you know, there's no emotional fulfillment coming out of this. So it could be on your end or on their end. You know, it doesn't look like you're interested anymore if this is, you know, your message. All right. So I'm going to let's pull some love and money cards, because it does feel like this is something that would be in separation, something that had a lot of struggles, because yeah, this is a uphill battle that was not being won here, you know. So this is number 54. So May 4th could be significant for somebody. Maybe somebody is 54, maybe 45 is a significant number in your connection. But yeah, it says the hopeless cycle of exertion and defeat. So that this was like a never-ending karmic loop you may have been stuck in with this person, where it just felt like an uphill battle. You know, you guys were just not gonna see eye to eye possibly. You know, this person may have been coming in not in an energy that you were interested in. You know, that could be the message, or vice versa. You know, if they released you, this can go either way. Then we have, okay, bang, warning. So this person may have had a lot of warning signs, a lot of, you know, red flags that you may have ignored. But it says firing a warning shot is a sign of authority and control. Skips necessary steps to gain the advantage. So this person may have been trying to gain control of you. Like I said, magician energy. This person may have been trying to, you know, mess with your mind to control you, to control the situation. Maybe this person is used to having a lot of control in a relationship and you just weren't having it. You know, maybe you are somebody who likes to be, you know, the boss as well. And trap. So this again, heavy on karmic energy coming out. So this is drawn to deceptive allure and ignoring hidden dangers. So there were warning signs, red flags. This person may have been, you know, in a toxic energy, or you may have been in a toxic energy too when you met. And maybe you have graduated out of that energy. You have, you know, elevated yourself. You may be putting in a lot of work to try to be a better person. And this is number 50. So 50 could be significant. Maybe somebody is 50. The number 5. 5 does represent like new beginnings and, you know, like cycles closing out. So that too could be more confirmation that this could be what had occurred. So I'm going to also choose some archetypes for us. So let's see what comes out. Ooh, the Castle. Okay, so this is a dualistic energy. There's, you know, a lot of fantasy, allure, you know, magical energy that's in a castle, but there also could be a lot of darkness, a lot of like hidden shadows, even a touch of like deception could be there. Maybe somebody is born in June, because pearls are the June birthstone. Pink roses could be significant for somebody. Also, maybe someone does their makeup like this, or, you know, maybe somebody is a makeup artist, or, you know, just loves doing their makeup. Maybe somebody likes how you do your eye makeup. That could be a sign as well. Maybe somebody was drawn to your connection because they saw that you had like nice things. Or also maybe someone did not want to, maybe someone thought that you were a bit, you know, like materialistic, and they were not trying to be with someone so high maintenance. I mean, that could be a sign or synchronicity for you too. Take that if that resonates. So let's see what else comes out. All right. Oh, wow. The Heart. Okay. So this person probably really does feel sorry for the Heart to come out, because this person really must view you as a soulmate energy. This is more confirmation of like soulmate energy. Also, maybe someone needs to learn how to open their heart more. This could be the message as well. This too, you know, reminds me, this is very like infinity symbolish. And I always see this and think of The Notebook. You know, I mention it every time this card comes out. So, you know, this is like people, it reminds me of when Noah and Allie were on the pond and all of the swans came out. Very soulmate energies with this. You know, there is obviously like heavy loving energy. Also, if this person is feeling bad, you know, maybe they are going to come in with a honest heart-to-heart conversation. That could be the message as well. Someone may also love the color pink. You know, pink could be significant for you, because this is a lot of pink coming out. So maybe somebody is very into pink. Also, I just showed my pink ghost and my pink little bow here on this setup I have. So a lot of pink energy in this. It feels very like princess energy. So maybe somebody's into Disney princesses or something. The mother. Maybe you're a mother. A lot of pearls. A lot of pearls in this. Somebody really may view you as like a pearl. You know, somebody may view you as someone who's been through a lot of stuff, because pearls get, you know, shaped from being under a lot of like pressure, you know, dealing with a lot of like rough stuff. So basically, you know, they get ground down from being around like a lot of like rocks and roughness. So basically, maybe you are like someone who's a bit rough around the edges, but you do have like a soft, big heart. That's the message I'm getting. Someone may also carry a lot of mother wounds. This could also be a symbol for someone, because I'm drawn to the snake. So the snake around here reminds me of, you know, there may have been some level of toxicity surrounding a mother. Is also the energy I'm getting here. But this is also like a nest. Maybe someone lives at their mom's house still. Maybe they've never left the nest. Maybe there is just a lot of fear when it comes to, you know, adulting and moving out and being independent. But you also may be a very mothering, nurturing energy. Again, you know, that is Cancer energy. Cancer is considered like the mother of the zodiac. Very Queen of Cups. So that could be the story as well. Maybe somebody really does want to have a family with you. Maybe someone's like real desire is to have like a happy home with you and, you know, have kids with you. You know, that could be the story as well. Let's pull some cosmic insights to see what else is coming out here. Too many. All right, we got manifest. So tell the universe exactly what you want. You know, use your magician energy, manifest everything that you want. The full moon would have been a good time to manifest things. Communicate, compromise, forgive, and work it out. Again, forgiveness energy. This person did look like they were going to come back with a very tail between the legs, you know, I'm sorry, you know, gestures towards you. Okay, we have someone else. So someone else is in the middle trying to sabotage this. It could be somebody's mother. I'm going to say it. Oh, narcissist. Someone's too full of themselves. That too could be the issue. Maybe it is a narcissistic mother, actually. That could be it, because, you know, I said there's a lot of toxicity around a mother. Someone else is in the way. Narcissist. Take this if it resonates. Otherwise, you know, maybe the person you're dealing with has narcissistic traits, or you do, you know. And I do feel the term narcissist has become very, very, very overused. You know, maybe this person isn't technically a narcissist or diagnosed at all, but, or you may not. But maybe you just carry selfish traits that just have to be, you know, kind of sorted out. I'm going to pull some zodiac charms and initial charms to further confirm that this may be your message. This can give you sun, moon, or rising signs, or a time period where things may shift in your connection. All right, we have Sagittarius, Aquarius, the letters Q, K, W, N, C, T, and G. Bye, I hope this helped.